There was a family of great wealth where, as often happens, unfortunately, to families of great wealth, you have the parents who worked really, really, really hard to amass a fortune over decades and decades of hard work. A patriarch coming in every morning to the office at 6 a.m., staying all hours, working tirelessly. And then, unfortunately, sometimes you have the scenario, often you have the scenario, where a child who grew up with the silver spoon already planted firmly in his mouth, who now wants to be able to make a lot of money too, because he wants to be able to feel good about himself, but he doesn't want to really put in the work, because he never had to put in the work. He didn't grow up like his father. His father grew up, doing a paper route in the morning when he was 9 years old, and his father grew up. I actually just had a kid come over to my house the other day. A 9-year-old kid knocked on my door, and he says, "Do you have any jobs?" I thought it was awesome. I unfortunately didn't really have any jobs. Our dishes were just cleaned, and our house was clean. I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I wanted to even just think of a job to give him, just to keep him busy. But that's a scrappy thing to do, and it's very, very good. So you have this guy who's been working hard his whole life, working 2 jobs while he was in college and building up this business from scratch. And now you have this young kid, he wants to come and he's going to make money, and he's pushing all kinds of things, cryptocurrencies and Dogecoin and this and that and who knows what, and he starts losing the family money. So in one of these families, the father sat down with the kid. He's like, "Listen, kid, we are a real estate family. We made our money in this business. We worked really, really hard to get here. You're going to come, you're going to get an office right next to me, and you're going to start. You're going to handle the bills and the utility bills, and you're going to handle the complaints from the renters. You're going to get involved. You're going to make sure you get the plumber out there on time to fix the stuffed up toilet in Unit 4C, and the Garden View apartments. You're going to get involved, and you're going to start working your way into your success. You tried making your money already. You've wasted a lot of family funds already on Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and whatever it is, and GameStop and all kinds of. You lost our money already. You lost what we were ready to allocate to you for that. Now it's time for you to come sit in the office next to Papa and learn how to work a business for real. Because that's how one day you're going to be able to do this." So, sure enough, the kid's not too happy about that, but what Daddy says is going to rule, because the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules, and Daddy definitely has the gold. So, anyway, now, as most people of considerable means, they have a gatekeeper. Usually it's we have different words for it. People used to be called a secretary, now they're called an executive assistant, or whatever it is, and they usually have a gatekeeper who's incredibly loyal to that person and really has their back all the time and is almost a fierce protector of the time of this wealthy guy. They've been working with this guy for 30, 40 years. So one day, this guy's in his office, and his executive assistant, Valerie, who he's been working with for 30 years, 40 years, he trusts her explicitly. She comes in, she's like, "Harvey, you are not going to believe what I just heard your son saying." It's like, "What are you talking about?" "Look, we all know your son is not so happy. We all know your son is not so happy with his current position. He'd much rather be making millions in a few quick trades, and now he's coming to work every day, and you make him be there at 9. And remember, he came to you last week with this whole weird idea. They're going to build condos on top of a reclaimed garbage dump in Puerto Rico, whatever it is, and you nixed the deal." The guy who was pushing the deal was just in the hallway, and I heard your son telling this guy, "Look, man, I'm disgusted with my father, but we're not doing the deal. I'm disgusted with my father, we're not doing the deal." And this guy just loses it. He calls his son in. "Joshy, get over here right now." And he starts screaming at him. The whole office, you know the situation. I don't know if you've been in this situation. I hope you haven't. But you can definitely picture it in your mind. The whole office is listening. V'shamu Mitzrayim. And the entire Egypt can hear. And And he's not, you ingrate, what's wrong with you? You're my child. I raised you. I gave you everything. And you messed up. You already lost us so much money. I'm trying to teach you how to make an honest living. And you still come to me with these ridiculous, highfalutin ideas. You're going to build condos on a reclaimed, eco-recycled garbage dump in Puerto Rico. You're out of your mind. How dare you do this? What's wrong with you? And he's yelling and yelling at Joshi. Joshy's standing there, looks at his dad, like, what are you talking about? He's like, I know what I'm talking about. You were just in the hallway with that guy who was pitching you, that scam artist who was pitching you this deal, and you told him you're disgusted with your father, you're not doing the deal, you're disgusted with me, I'm disgusted with you, get out of my office. Joshy looked at him and he says, Dad, I never said that. I said, I've discussed it with my father. We're not doing the deal. I've discussed it with my father. We're not doing the deal. Not I'm disgusted. What a little difference. And you could end up saying things. A father in that fit of anger, right? How dare you say you're disgusted with me? You're never going to make it. You were always a loser. And then you can't get those things back. By judging somebody unfavorably, you could end up really destroying a relationship.